Here we go. He's pushed back his avoid raise, but now he has free pickings on my overlords flying around the map because I'm completely defenseless. And my partner already got a door. What we should have done here is we should have attacked them and forced his void raise back to his base to defend. What's funny about this map is that there are these steam vents that blocks vision, because normally you would be able to see those zealots, but since there's one in your base, people tend to hide units in it. And what's happening here is that Protoss has a new ability called the warping, where they can warp units into any of the power fields that pylons produce, and here a void warp prism produce as when it changes modes. So he's warping units, very clever idea, and of course I should have Overlord there to, always to see what's going on behind those gas vents, and desperately trying to get some Hydralisks, taking up, rebuild my hatchery. A new thing about Zerg is that when your buildings are no longer on creep, they slowly take damage, which is pretty cool. And so you want to get that creep back as soon as possible. And here we go, Void Prison taking out my partner's command center. Thor has an anti-air ability that's more effective against light units, such as Mutilisks, Banshees, but these Boilers are armored, but he still managed to take them down because they do a good amount of damage. And here comes Dark Templars. Another thing about Zerg is that the Overlord no longer are detectors. You gotta upgrade them to Overseer, which needs the layer to do so. Which was also why it's so important to upgrade to a layer. And here comes his backdoor attack with the Zealots. So pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much game for me. Not much I could do. Should have attacked, put on early pressure, but didn't. And when my partner goes to attack, let's see how that goes out. I think he picked the wrong person to attack, because Tio's pretty highly teched up, and doesn't see those. Another thing about StarCraft 2 is that they redid the cliff higher ground mechanics. Right now you need an air unit or something to see up the cliffs before you could attack it. But you'll 100% you'll hit those units on the top, as in StarCraft 1 there's a small chance that you might miss those on a higher cliff. That no longer applies. As long as you can see the cliff, you'll be doing damage to those units up there. But if you can't see the cliff, you cannot attack back. So that's another different thing in StarCraft 2. So here we go, his mighty doors destroyed by Templars. And they are pretty much mopping up my base. I'm pretty much done here. And of course I apologize for my bad gameplay. Not gonna do much, and pretty much GG. Dark Templars picking down. Dark Templars are a little more powerful. They do 45 base damage, and as with one upgrade they get a +5. So they're really effective, considering most people don't have that many good detectors in the beginning. And here goes my last few drones. Looks like purple is gonna warping on red's base. And Protoss is a lot more mobile in StarCraft 2 than StarCraft 1 due to this new Void Prism warping. And that's pretty much it right here. Thank you for watching, and maybe I'll show more of my games later on. Hope you guys learned something later.